Fallout 4, we were collecting the magazines. We got 3 in this one. We got the Total Hack, the Robco Fun, and the Hot Rodder. And when we get to the Robco Fun, I'll kind of explain a little bit more about that. Anyway, the Total Hack, we got 3 of them. The Shamrock Tap House, the one dude that's looking for the beer machine, robot, whatever, will send you off to this place, or if you just happen to stumble across it. Nevertheless, you fight your way through the raiders up in here, and then this room, this door, I believe, is locked. There's another way of getting to this room. This building has several down walls, and anyway, through the kitchen and through another door will get you into this area, and this mannequin is holding our magazine. That's our number 1.
Bingo.
Okay, when you go down into the cellar to get to the robot that makes the beer or whatever, there'll be multiple mole rats down there to deal with. So go ahead and loot the area and then head out. Okay, so the cemetery. Can't remember the name. We'll see here in just a second. Anyway, this place is the home of a dozen or more feral ghouls and a couple of glowing ones. When you get close, they will come at you with the quickness, so be ready for it. Wildwood Cemetery. Again, dispatched all the unfriendlies, and there was a good dozen or more ferals and a few glowing ones up in here. That'd be our number 2 Total Hack book. Okay, so our number 3. The Waltz building here. Anyway, if you got the Mechanist add-on, it's just a little bit south and west of the beginning part where you encounter the first meeting with Ada and all that. But anyway, our book is way down at the bottom here. You get through the door, and our number 3 is right there. I cannot remember what the skill level was to get through that. If you cannot hack the door, go get Nick and bring him with you to undo the door. And there's a look at our 3 Total Hack magazines. Not much to see. Not colorful like the Unstoppables anyway. Okay, so the Robco Fun, there's 4 magazines and there's 1 game only. And one of the achievements in this game that I have not unlocked yet is playing one of these Pip-Boy games. And I don't think I'm gonna either. So the very beginning of the game where you're in here where you go meet Preston. Sorry about that. It took me a second to think about his name there. Anyway, when you first come into the museum here, you meet Preston and the first group of settlers that are going to take over Sanctuary. Is our first magazine. It's right there next to Sergis. He's on the computer. Okay, so our second one is mission related. Basically, when you're taking out Kellogg, way down at the bottom, uh, this place was the home of a couple other magazines and a bottlehead as well. Next to his terminal is right there's Kellogg without a head. He was trying to get his little stealth boy on, but I didn't let him. Okay, somewhere along the line, I lost a magazine or sold it. I don't know what happened, but it's not in my collection. But there's a total of 4 here. I believe each magazine comes with a game, but then in Vault 111 is just a game only, no magazine.
Thanks again for closing out the Nakano case.
So over here in
You
Diamond
never know
City,
where some of the hard
Nick
ones are going to
Valentine's
take
office.
Ellie?
Nick's not the type to turn someone away, but he's only one person. So sometimes things just pile up.
Is our next magazine.
Excellent.
Okay, so over in Vault 11, 111, I'll be honest with you, when I'm first starting a game and I'm working my way through here, that I take the time to look at this monitor, didn't, and nor would I even backtrack to go to Vault 111, but since I came back here to get this part of the video, I went ahead and collected the cryolator. Okay, so this is only a game. It's on this monitor, the Red Menace or whatever it is. And again, there's some kind of achievement for getting a high score, completing a game. I don't know. I actually took a little time to screw around with this. It's like Donkey Kong or something. And I said I got better things to do in my time than to kind of do this. So. But if it feels like something you need to do, by all means, go ahead. Alright, so over in Good Neighbor, the Memory Den, downstairs where the chairs are, we will find our next magazine and game. And there it is. So again, there's a total of 4 magazines and games and 1 game only. Okay, that's in Good Neighbor at the Memory Den. Down at the bottom. Again, if you come down here and the door's locked, you would have to continue on with the story. So you do Dangerous Minds, where you would bring a piece of the little synth piece from Kellogg's brain that you retrace his memories in order to continue on with the main story. Alright, so that takes care of the Robco fun. Now the Hot Rodder. There's a total of 3 magazines up here at the disposal graveyard. Anyway, I saw this robot here and I was like, I don't remember what really activates him, but I'm going to throw a couple bottle cap mines down there, but I actually activate them myself. The monitor in here, if you go in there, you can activate him. I'm not going to show that because this is just part of the Hot Rodder magazines. So right next to the monitor is the magazine, and that's our number 1.
There we go.
But if you feel like activating them, go ahead into the monitor here and do so. Okay, so over here at the Atom Cats, is going to be our second Hot Rodder magazine. And I'm not a big power armor person. I have come to this place a few times just to do some general trading. They got like a little quest to go fix a pump over at the Warwick place and that kind of thing. To kind of get good in with them.
Perfect.
Nevertheless, the one chick has got a lot of mods and stuff for your power armor here, and if you're a power armor person, then you will most likely made multiple trips here. But I've done so regardless, because it seems like every time you come in, the gunners are always raiding the place. Okay, so with this place here, we're at the Milton parking garage, and it's not on the map. Basically right by Fallon's department store, the hospital, and the Roxbury is this parking garage, and it's quite the maze getting up into here. So it's one of these places that I could not show you like right from the front door to get to the magazine. So right there, good look at the map where we're at, and you can't miss this parking garage. And then I think the front door, there's like arrows or something that says like don't come in or go away or whatever. But anyway, there's a shitload of booby traps along the way. Weight scales, trip mines, Tesla mines, and all kinds of stuff along the way. And then your reward up at the top here, there's 1 or 2 doors. You can get ammo or chems. Either way, whatever you decide to pick, the other side will get destroyed. So up in here at the main person's crib or whatever, at the very top, his little crib, he's got himself a Hot Rodder magazine to kind of pass the time. Alright, so that's our third and final one, and that's going to wrap up these 3 sets of magazines, and that's going to be that. We'll see you on the next set of magazines. AA Gamer for Life.